What's up guys, it's Eric here, back for another coaching session. As always, if you are interested in getting coaching, check out my Metafy. The link is in the description down below. I offer training plans, which are big bundles of multiple sessions, live games, VOD reviews. You get 10% off for your Twitch sub and another 10% off if you book more than one session at the same time. So yeah, let's just hop into this game. This is a student that I've coached in the past before. They've been as high as Diamond before. They're hovering around Plat now. They haven't played too many games this set so far. They're probably just, like getting back to their peak rank. And they wanted some advice. Oh, yeah. They also said trying to improve Lost Streak approach. Both games are Guardians into Deja. That should be interesting. We see it's a Dawnbringer Mirage, which I'm pretty happy with. Oh, looks like they're checking for Namzi as well. It wasn't Mage and it wasn't Cannoneers. I assume it wasn't Mage because they went to go check Cannoneers, but I actually didn't see. So I guess it's Evoker Namzi then, so I would just like to stay away from that unit completely. I agree with purchasing the Astrals here, especially like if you think about like trying to hard force Deja. I'm not sure if that's what they're trying to do here, but if you want to go the approach of just playing Deja, like 20 out of 20, all of your games be Deja, I think Astral seems like a pretty good opener to play, though you're going to have to hold on to some Leonas. It's a little bit awkward. But good econ opener. We had a Silas, we had a Braum. If you're thinking about staying flexible, I would definitely hold that Silas. Looks like you want to hold the Braum because you're trying to play that Guardians opener, but I mean, you could play a very strong Mage opener with Lagoon or with Astral, and then, I mean, that would save you a ton of HP early. So I would definitely hold on to the Silas here, just because, I mean, especially if you're looking to play an AP angle, it makes a lot of sense. We do get a triple Leona shop, though. That's pretty nice for our potential Deja gaming. I mean, I would definitely keep the opportunity to buy everything. We sold the... Wait, what is that unit that we just sold? It was the unit holding the rod. It was our second Vladimir, correct? I mean, I don't know about this. I think you could potentially play like an Astral opener just with a Leona 2-star. I think that's pretty reasonable. Like you said, you're interested in playing the Guardians opener, which, I mean, I guess we'll see. It's different from set 7, where like Jade has no synergy with Guardians anymore, right? Because there's no Jade Guardian unit. If anything, I think maybe about playing the Ezreal, because I just think he's a bit of a better early carry than Karma. I mean, they're both fine as holders of AP items, but I would look to hold the Ezreal probably over Leona. I guess maybe you can get in like a board where you use Wukong, and that links you up to Scale Scorns, but in general, yeah. I mean, 1, I would have held on to the second Vladimir. 2, I would have held on to that Silas earlier, and then 3, I'd look to hold the Ezreal over Karma. Okay, so I'm seeing like JG here, maybe JGIE, if you want to play that AP angle. Jeweled Lotus with IE Slam isn't bad. There's also Devastating Charge, which is very good, though we don't have any other Cavaliers. But the problem with Jeweled Lotus is kind of early game. It will be good late game. I mean, IE plus Rod, yeah, Jeweled Lotus must be great here. And we get Astrals in, which is great. So yeah, you have an opportunity if you want to level up here, or you can just play for a Lost Streak. If you level here, it's not really to like play for Streak. It's more just to like play to be alive, just to save some HP. I mean, you do have a Jeweled Lotus. I would like to... I know we're going to slam IE this game, but I think I'm happy here to just play for Lost Streak here. I don't even... let's see, we scouted a few boards here, right, with this, because we were playing full on for just like 5-0 Lost Streak here, which, I mean, is generally good with an Astral opener. I think it's good to play for that, but like, are we ever going to lose to this board? No. This board, it's actually possible, and by lose to, I guess I mean win, because winning would be a loss here. I guess it's possible that we beat this board. We should keep an eye on this board, honestly, and that's why you swap up to the front line. Okay. I think it's a good impulse to have. The problem is, like, playing for full-on Lost Streak this early, you might just take infinite damage. Like, when you fight, someone like this, it's very possible that you just kill 0 here now, because you have your Nidalee frontline. I mean, it's possible you never kill any, but I mean, like, yeah. I mean, if we can kill 1 here, it's amazing. I agree with the make 10. Ooh, and we kill 1. Okay, awesome. This is incredible for us. Okay, so a really good start. Making 10 gold and getting a Lost Streak. Yeah, very happy with that. Let's see what's in the orb first. It's a Nidalee too. I mean, like, in my opinion, playing for Lost Streak in a situation like this where we're playing Astrals early is very good. I'm not that interested in full committing to loss streak here with just one loss. If we lose the first 3, okay, I'm down to definitely lose the next 2. But if we like lose one here, win one here, lose one here, win one here, like is the gold that you're losing out really worth like the amount of HP that you would lose? You also have to consider that making an Italy 2-star here increases your astral star level. So you're gonna get a little bit extra gold. So I would definitely make the Italy 2 here. It's gonna save you HP. It's gonna give you a little bit extra gold. And yeah, I mean basically just those 2 things. Yeah, this looks good. We get 4-0'd. That's life. If you're playing this early opener, you're probably just gonna get 4-0'd sometimes. We don't really have anything to put in here, which is a little bit rough. Maybe Brahm's the best candidate. Actually, perhaps it was Senna there. Senna's a really good unit at like killing 1 to 2 units, just because she does a bunch of damage with her ult. So I think I play Senna here, especially because we already have a decent front line. It's not insane, but it's okay. If we're gonna play a Guardian, I'd play Braum. I guess maybe you're concerned about winning the fight. Okay, but this fight we're never gonna win. But yeah, you think like what does Nasus really do in this fight? I mean, he's gonna cast just barely. I think Senna might do a better job at killing units here. We end up killing 1. I like the impulse to potentially slam that IE there. I like that a lot. Okay, here's the question. What do you go for on Carousel here? If you're looking for Deja items for late game, like if you're really just complete your late game items, like Archangels would be insane here. The problem being, it does nothing for you right now. We see 3 spatulas. I mean, Mirage Spat's definitely not bad. We take a bow here for, I guess, Gwinsu. Yeah, that's quite reasonable, I would say. Because, yeah, like, I don't think Archangels really make that much sense. Gwinsu here can... I mean, it's Gwinsu for Nidalee, and it's going to be Gwinsu for Deja late game. So I think that makes a lot of sense. I also find a Lux, which is really nice. Like, I wouldn't feel bad about just playing the Lux over the Nasus here. Generate a bit more econ, especially because we're playing for Lost Streak anyway. Okay, looks like we're going to lose to most of these boards. I want to look at that last board that we looked at, because it is important, now that we have a 3 Lost Streak, or 80 HP, which isn't bad, to continue to play for Lost Streak here. So let's look at this really closely. Yeah, because that guy just went 5. We're always losing this fight, right? We have 4 people to scout. Scout this person, we always lose this. Scout this person, we will always lose this. This person's the only person, like, there's maybe a world, but they are playing down an augment, but the difference is they have Bruiser in, they have this 2-star, and they have Mage in. So I think it's fine. But yeah, I would play Lux here, just because we're going full econ mode. Like, if you look at... Here, I'll pull it up for you right now. The new Astral loot tables, you get extra, like, Astral value from every breakpoint that you put in, essentially. So, like, right now, what is our star level of Astral? It's 4, right? A 2-star, a 1-star, and a 1-star. So we have 4 total star levels. If we go up to 5, we generate an extra 1/10 of a gold per round. Not insane, obviously, but it's essentially free gold, because I think Lux might even do more than the Nasus here. I would... Okay. We're fighting this person, so it's okay to slam Gwinsu. Even IE as well, yes. I was thinking about potentially slamming IE in earlier fights as well. I think that probably would have been fine, depending on the fight. I would purchase the Lux here, definitely, over Nasus. I guess you're looking for the Guardians angle. But, I mean, because we're playing these units, I think we'd prefer to play Bruisers, right? You'd much rather play Bruiser over Guardians here. Okay. I'm gonna scout that guy again, the Roy Cal guy. Yeah, because we have to lose this fight. I don't feel bad about just like frontlining Nidalee here to ensure that we lose, but it looks like they're not moving that much. It's like a platinum elo lobby, so like the chance that they actually do their best to like grief you is pretty low. I would have liked to, but you know, you have Lux in this fight and last fight, you might get an extra gold somehow. Okay, so we fight them here. We have Nidalee, the surgeon back here. Hopefully we still lose this fight. Should be fine because of all their upgrades. Okay. But there is a world, right, where they're probably for lost streak as well. Like, if you play against a better player here, you might just lose the game on the spot. Like, if they choose to frontline their Lux and backline all their units, don't you win this fight? But like I said, it's a platinum lobby, so, like, it might be a little bit too much to do something similar. You know, you could have taken this unit out potentially if you still had the Lux to keep 3 Astral in, but still make your board really weak. I think it's probably fine in this lobby, but, like, if you get to, like, I don't know. I mean, I've only really had people start, like, actively griefing my streak in, like, Grandmaster Challenger lobbies. But it is something important to keep in mind that we definitely need to lose this fight. But we lose it. It's all good. Pull the Malphite. I'm interested why you're looking to play like Guardians here. Okay. Yeah, because Malphite's definitely better. Lux. I mean, immediately settle Lux. That's interesting. I mean, like, if we hit Lux 2, wouldn't it be better than Nidalee with just the IE Guinsu? I think so, especially because we could fit in mages really easily. Yeah, I'm not completely sure why we're so against the Lux. I think she's a good AP item holder. I mean, a great AP item holder, honestly. Another sword. Silas. You hate Silas. Okay. I'd buy Lilia. And I don't really care for the Nasus pair that much. Maybe you could sell Braum instead and buy the Zyra. We could potentially have some kind of board where Zyra holds these items with Silas in, and maybe like mages as our front line, using like Lilia plus Vladimir. So yeah. Yeah, like you could potentially play 4 Guardians here. I don't know that it's 3. It's interesting. But yeah, like I don't know why we don't have Lux here. You'd easily get Lux in literally for free, right? Because you have enough gold to go level 6 here for free, though it's fine to lose here. I mean, keep our streak, right? But I'd be very happy to play Lux here. Gets us up to 4, just another Astral Star level, and gets us Mage. So yeah. I think Lux would be really nice for Astral. Okay. We don't have any like real units in. Item grab bag seems fine. Locket, not bad. Okay. So, I mean, we have Nasus too, so we might as well. Okay, so we're gonna play a 4 Guardians angle. 5 Guardians. I mean, you know, 4 Guardian. But we're playing 5 of them. That's interesting. The Locket should go on Nasus because it the effect scales with the star level. Also, Nasus definitely coming out late game. Okay, so we play this board. Is this better than the board we could have played? I don't think so. We could have just played like an Astral Mages board that I think would have been stronger than this. I think the Guardian opener is fine. I think maybe you're really comfortable playing around Guardians, and that's why you did say you played Guardians opener both times. I think if you're looking to play this Astral board, you should just try to play Bruisers with Astrals. Oof, this is a rough loss as well. Did we kill a single unit? Yeah, the other problem with this board is we just really lack damage, right? Nidalee's our only source of damage. Yeah, we just got 5-0 versus not that strong of a board. Okay. I definitely wouldn't roll here. Okay. I'd buy Nunu and then chill. Because, yeah, Deja's definitely an out. I think that's what you end up playing this game. I mean, what are other options this game? I mean, you could just play like a random Xayah game, though Jeweled Lotus is kind of low value here. So I feel like Deja's like your main out here, which is fine. I mean, it definitely seems like an angle where we're just taking this loss streak and then we're going to go like fast level 7 and roll and try to find a Deja. We're 48 HP here. Yeah. Or our item components again? We have just the sword, right? I mean, I want something damage. Ideally, something that gives AP, but we don't really have that here. We have Jeweled Lotus, i.e. Gwinsu. I mean, like, Giant Slayer is the most obvious thing. Hextech Gunblade wouldn't be bad. But we have Dawnbringer's or Mirage, so we don't really need healing that much. I think Giant Slayer makes the most sense here. It's also on a 4 cost. You could also look to take, like, Zeke's. But, yeah, I think Giant Slayer makes the most sense. Best case scenario, we get Giant Slayer here, and then we can make some Q-Cones, the Chalice of Power. That would be, like, awesome. And we visited this way last round. We should just give Braum the Locket Shield. I don't know why we didn't. Okay, I mean, Jace's also a really good unit to play, but yeah, I think it's better to sell him. You just play Twitch here. Seems fine. Okay, but yeah, here's the real question. Do you want to roll it down here and look to stabilize and survive? We're 48 HP. I don't think our board's that weak. Yeah, I think it's reasonable to chill for 2 more rounds. I don't know. I mean, depending on how the next 2 rounds go, we could potentially go 8, or we might have to just roll at 7. Yeah, like, this looks like a kind of a rough round. Though I guess they don't have that much damage. We might actually be fine. Like, how's their team actually doing any damage? That Zyra and Nidalee's rough. But okay, I think we won this one pretty easily. Nice. Okay, that's good. But yeah, Twitch would be good here over the, like, multiple Guardians that we're playing. Seraphim's kind of okay. We're just playing her for Mystic, which is, like, alright. I don't think you need to hold on to this unit, yeah. But yeah, it's kind of an awkward sort of like, maybe you could go fast 8 here. Um, I'm sort of getting the vibe from how all these fights are going that it's fine to go 8 at 4-2 here. We're 48 HP, like that's not dead, and we're winning fights here. Like if we win this one, I think it's very reasonable to just go fast 8 at 4-2. Nice. Okay, because yeah, we already have 63 gold. Um, and yeah, we're looking to play either Zaya or Deja from here, I would say. I mean, these are great Zaya items as well. Yeah, we can just start pre-leveling it. I agree. But yeah, it was Evoker Namzi, so yeah, we're definitely not playing that shit this game. Only issue is we're gonna have to pivot most of our comp. Okay, we just hit 50 items. We have Giant Slayer, but this is also Archangels. It could also be a second Locket if you really want it to be. I mean, these are kind of our Deja items. We really just want Frontline from here. I mean, it could honestly just be Locket plus Protector's Vow. Like I was talking about the Q Cone. Could be that plus Locket plus something. I mean, I don't even really feel bad about Locket Protector's Vow here. I wouldn't level here personally. I would wait one more round. Yeah, I think Locket's fine. Locket Protector's Vow. Yeah, I don't think we actually need to start rolling this round. I think we should wait one more round. We'll have a lot more gold if we do that. But I mean, we hit the Deja on our, what was that, our first roll or second roll or something, so that's good. Pick up the Sedge, really good unit. I really like the guild version of Deja, so it'll be interesting to see what you play this game. Yeah, I've just seen guild Deja pop more recently. I think it's quite strong. But yeah, Sejuani would be really nice to have. Is it a Dragon Imperialist game? Yeah, I think that's actually fine here. It makes sense. I mean, Nunu's in, Sejuani should be in, and then I would definitely keep rolling here to find the rest of our board. It's actually like close to stable. I really want to get out of these 3 units. Get in like Nunu, Sejuani, +1. Jace, like best case scenario. Hecarim would be fine. But yeah, I mean, it could be that it's a platinum lobby, so you're allowed to be this greedy, but I mean, at the least, Nunu Sejuani over these 2 Guardians would be way better, or even just over this. Like, I don't think Mystic matters that much here, though it's, I mean, it's decent with Deja, right? Also, I still don't get why we're positioning our Braum, like, back so that he doesn't get the Locket Shield. That's a bit odd to me. But yeah, I mean, I guess we could potentially go 9 if we just win a bunch of fights. But yeah, I don't know why you don't hold this Nunu. Nunu's quite a strong unit. Like, I don't even really care that much about getting in 6 Mirage here. I'm fine playing 4 Mirage. My god, what a shop. These 2 out for Terra, I guess? Zippy's also a really good unit, but it's hard to fit both Terra and Zippy. If I hit Zippy too, I'd definitely play it. But yeah, like the guild variation of Mirage with Terra and, well, not with Terra, but with Zippy and like Jason stuff, I think is the strongest version. So I definitely look at holding the Zippies and probably just playing the Terra here over some of these more useless units. Seraphine and Ness, I don't think are doing that much. We drop out a 4 Guardian would be the only issue. But I mean, Zach is definitely coming out later anyway. Okay, win our fight though. But yeah, I'm surprised you don't look to play around Terra. I mean, Terra, especially with the increased tankiness of Deja, makes a ton of sense, right? With the Dawnbringer Mirage. What are we gonna take here? Giant Spell seems fine. I could also just take Jace for Jace. Another Soraka isn't bad. Hit Soraka too. This could also become like Zeke's on her. So yeah, I think it's pretty reasonable. Okay. But yeah, I don't really know how we're playing this unit this late. Like, our board could be. The problem is we have nothing upgraded. But like, eventually, Jace plus Zippy, just like this out, this out, this. Like, honestly, all of these units out. Like, the only units I would probably keep are Deja and Soraka. And then we could get in something like, how many slots is that? 5? So it'd be like Sejuani, Nunu, Zippy, Jace. Like, that's a really strong final board. This board I feel like is going to fall off later. But I mean, we are level 8 with infinite gold. So I think we really roll here? It's interesting that we roll now, but we didn't roll earlier. I mean, I think it's definitely reasonable to roll here. But I felt like we need to roll down a bit earlier, but I mean, we didn't get punished for it. So at this point, like, I was thinking potentially just a fast 9 angle if we don't get punished over the next, like, my thought process right here is we haven't gotten punished like any of these rounds, essentially. Looks like our board's actually quite strong in comparison to the rest of the lobby. So like, how much gold do we end up here? We're 67, 64 gold here after buying this. Like, don't we just look to go level 9 here? and just continue grading, essentially. I mean, it's fine to roll here. But I think, like, especially just looking at all of those other boards that were in our pool, like, don't they all look terrible? Like, where this person's carrying a Lux too. Like, we don't need to roll to beat this board. So I think it's actually fine to greed here. It's a very hard line to walk, like knowing when to greed versus when to not greed. But I think this is actually a situation where it's fine to greed. I mean, we're on a 5 streak with a Deja 1. Okay, I mean, with Deja pair, you can definitely think more about rolling. But yeah, I'm just interested in some of the units that we're skipping. Like, we skipped Nunus in that earlier roll down. Kind of odd to me. I mean, I definitely like to find a Deja 2 here. Like, Zippy we skip, Jace we skip. Like, Infinite Jace and Zippies we skip. I think that's odd. Because those units are really good. I do like holding Itis, but, you know, selling him for econ makes sense. Though we could have just sold Nasus instead for econ, right? I almost missed Nasus because you're standing on top of them. Yeah, like we rolled here a bit. I think it's fine to hold the Soraka pair. We're level 8, potentially going 9. We rolled a lot here and found like nothing, really. So we could just be like 80, 90 gold here, having not rolled at all, and then just go 9. I think that's pretty reasonable. What do we even want here? Like Yasuo items, frontline items? Wait, okay. We need to look, because like some of these seem pretty takeable. Like this one, definitely not. Yeah, probably not this one either. Yeah, okay, probably not that one, you're right. Okay, but like the TG plus a bunch of gold, like isn't that perfect? That sounds great to me. Like, what do we really care about items for with all these, like, we don't really have any units to carry items. We just want more frontlines. So you just, like, TG Zac, and then you have that gold and you go 9. Especially if we hadn't rolled earlier. We have Morello's here. I guess it's Morello's Seraphine. And then, like, Zizirot for frontline. Don't need that much more frontline because of the comp we're in. I guess you could build the Trap Claw as well. Okay. But yeah, like we don't have Hecarim's either. Like Hecarim's such a good unit in this comp. Zippies. Like I think this is a very it's Mogul's Mail. It's pretty good. We could definitely play Itis if we hit. But it's a very shallow roll down. Like there's a lot of units that we could pick up here that could make for a very strong board. Like there's no way that this late into the game, this is our strongest board playing 4 Guardian with all of the units we passed up. We could have like Jace 2, Zippy 2, Nunu 2, plus a Sejuani here, and our board would be insane. Even though we missed Deja, we hit so much other stuff that our board would be completely stable. Like there's no world in which we lose this fight to a Xayah 1, Varus 2, if we play our strongest board. Hitting Yasuo is great, obviously. I don't need Leona anymore. But yeah, like there's Sejuani, still a really good inclusion. But yeah, like we end up holding like the Swains and the Shoyus, which are just like, I don't know, not very real units for this comp, as opposed to holding like Nunus or even Jace's. But I think maybe you're not just aware of the guild variation. Like even if you just go to something like Meta TFT, and you look at Mirage, like it'll pop up immediately. Like it's definitely become a lot more popular recently. So, like I think this is a very, very strong version of Mirage, like one of the best. Like at 9, you can just get an Yasuo for 5 Mirage. It's not the end of the world. Or you can even just cut Twitch. Or even like Sejuani if you really want to. But yeah, like quite good version of the comp. I should check how far into the VOD we are. Okay, 23 minutes. Okay, so we have time to finish it out. Okay, good. Because I always want to make sure that I don't take too long. I mean, yeah, definitely sell a Swain. We get like Bard in would be so good. Problem is we don't have a unit to hold Morellos anymore now. But yeah, we've rolled so much we haven't actually like allowed ourselves to hit a lot of the good units, which is a bit sad. Like there's just so much more stuff that we could have done this game. I like that you're positioning for the Zyra. That's really good. So like Zyra hits Soraka plus Seraphine here as opposed to hitting Deja. Really big. I think that's very heads up, very good positioning. Because yeah, we just wrecked this guy. I mean, we might have won anyway, but like yeah, definitely this patch where Zyra is turbo prevalent. You should look to position for Mirage Spat with Yasuo in. Sounds amazing. You're up to pick right now, huh? Okay. I would just take Mirage Spat every time. Really, Static Shiv, interesting. I don't really, nah, I think get Mirage Spat and get 6 Mirage. Oh wait, we sold the Yasuo? That's odd to me as well. Yasuo is like a win con in this comp if you hit Yasuo too. You just put it on, yeah, I mean that's fine. If we didn't have her and we could just put it on Soraka. But yeah, I mean 6 Mirage, I mean it's, you know, it's still like 2 healing, like you healed twice at 4 Mirage or 6, but it's a lot more healing at 6. And you basically get it in for free because we'd love to play this Yasuo. So yeah, I'm one surprised that we aren't looking to play this Yasuo, and 2 surprised that we didn't look to play 6 Mirage here. But yeah, like there's Nunu again. But yeah, like I think this just isn't a very capped version of the comp. It looks like you're going for this comp specifically, this sort of like Seraphine Deja comp, but you could just have a much higher win rate if you went for a better comp, essentially. Also, it looked like we were positioning to give Deja the Seraphine buff, but now we don't. It's kind of weird. I think it's fine to give Deja the Seraphine buff and just put her like here, but now Deja's too far away. So it's never going to hit, right? It's only a 2 hex range. Okay. So, I mean, like, I imagine our board's good enough to cap out, like, top 3 maybe. But, like, I mean, I haven't looked at a lot of the other boards in this game, but I imagine that people in Plat can build boards that can beat this. Because we're playing, like, a Braum and a Zac and a Leona on our late game board, which are just not very good units. Oh my god, we get blue buff. Like, what an insane item for Yasuo, but we're not playing Yasuo, so we can't use it. That's so sad. Yeah, like all these Jaces we found. It's kind of insane, the number of Jaces. You just go on Seraphine as well. Yeah, now we have to go 9 with like 5 gold. It's good. Yeah, that's definitely the play here. But like, I mean, we could have gone 9 like a stage earlier, essentially, if we'd played more greedy. Or if we didn't want to play greedy, we could have just had a really strong, like Jace guild, Jace plus Zippy guild board, guild Mirage board. But now it's kind of like worst of both worlds. We don't have a strong board. We didn't have a strong board throughout the last stage, and we didn't greed enough to hit a very strong late game board. Like, I would even think, honestly, about just open selling these 2 and buying the 2 Idases and playing Idis here. Because if we can hit Idis 2, it's so much stronger than these 2 units. Even though we drop out of 4. I don't think 4 Guardian is that prevalent late game. Yeah, like, we're rolling, but, like, looking for what exactly? Like, we're not even playing Yasuo. Yeah. I'm not sure what we're looking for in the roll down here, but yeah. It's definitely a weak-ish board. So now I'm just interested in seeing what the final placement is and looking at, like, positioning stuff. But I'm pretty happy with positioning overall. I think, honestly, if you just gave yourself... Like, if you just took off the training weights of playing this, Guardian board, like, you would do so much. Like, this game can easily be a top 1, top 2. But, like, I feel like you're a bit tunneled in on playing this board, which is just going to make it hard to win late game. Okay, it's actually very close. Move everything back. ZZ Rot to the front line so that we can ZZ Rot. It's actually cute. You can ZZ Rot the Lee Sin here, but it actually gets Sephired, which is kind of rough. We actually lose to the Ezreal 3 Tempest board with, yeah, I mean, I just feel like their Ashen might... Ooh, no? Yeah, I mean, that's all of our damage gone. We have no Yasuo. We have no, like, Zippy or anything. So okay, we're dead. Is it top 4? It's a 5th. We literally tied. That's rough. That is quite rough. Okay. Yeah, very interesting game. I really think your biggest issue this game, I mean, one, like, early game could have been played better, but I mean, I think the unifying factor that made this game difficult for you was tunneling so hard on this Guardians board. I'm not sure why you're so interested in playing Guardians Deja. I think it's not very good. Like, late game Zac plus Braum really just don't do that much for you. I mean, early game, if you high roll a Zac 2 Braum 2, yeah, you definitely play it. Khan's a great unit as well. But, like, when you're playing around this kind of, like, Astral opener, it makes a lot of sense to just play around Bruisers, right? Because you have Skarner in, and because Sylas gives you Mage as well, so you can get a very easy, like, 3 Mage 2 Bruiser in with Sylas, like that person that we fought early. I do like how you played Lost Streak early, like this entire stage, making sure that you lose each fight. I think that's really thoughtful and really, like, I don't know, that's something that people in my elo still mess up. So, like, yeah, I think that's definitely really good. And I think I generally like that the items that you built, I really think it's a comp issue. And augments, I think we're completely fine as well. But yeah, I think it's just an issue of capping out your comp and being a bit more flexible when you roll down. Looks like you were rolling down for a very few options. But like this roll down at 4-5 confuses me a lot. And like not picking up stuff like the Zippies and the Terras. Maybe you're just not based in Zippy Pilled, but like this Zippy unit is actually insane right now. Like, I've had lobbies where like 6 players are playing Zippy too. Is that possible? It is literally possible if everyone hit. But yeah, like maybe that's an exaggeration, but you know, like 4 of them are playing Zippy 2 and 2 of them are playing Zippy 1. Like this unit is so good, mostly just because like 3+3 guild, especially with like Jace is insane. Also, Jace is an insane unit. It's really just like insane synergy. But yeah, like I'm just so shocked that you skip over Jace's, but I think it's just a lack of familiarity with the guild version of the comp. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna do it for this review. I hope you enjoyed. Hope everyone on YouTube enjoyed as well. Once again, if you are interested in getting coaching, check out my Metafy. The link is in the description down below. Thank you. Bye.